Once again, I cannot sleep. All right, it is 10 in the morning, so I'll be going to sleep at like 11 or noon. I don't know. If I stay up long enough, at some point I'll be back to going to sleep at normal people times. Video has been live for a little bit, so 24 views, 4 comments, 1 like. How? How are there more comments than likes? Because most of them are from Bozidar. But there are 2 comments, 1 like. Love your title and God, why can I not read? I should not record when I'm like half asleep, but I can't fall asleep. Love your title. Thank you as always, LTG, for the game. Love the thought process as you play. Made it to silver. Awesome. My favorite time playing backpack battles was like first learning the game and getting bronze, silver, gold for the first time. Platinum, I think, was the first time that I started to like struggle in the game a little bit. I hit a wall at platinum for a while, and then diamond was a struggle. But yeah, early game, learning this game is so cool. It's such a cool game. Except now I don't know what it's like. It was such a cool game when there were like 2 characters in it and just a few items. Now it feels like it would almost be overwhelming. Such a pretty board. I tried to be a little bit pretty at least. I tried to put a little bit of thought into it. Tad overkill, very overkill. Aesthetically pleasing. I'm counting it. I take it. Alright, yeah, this game is wild sometimes. Love the build and the 2-hour video. Stop complaining. I do enjoy it. I enjoy complaining though, that's part of the problem. The build is a hassle to make. It is. The stupid genie lamps. They're not bad. I think... I don't know. I have thoughts on the genie lamps. I think that they get a lot of new players because people see it work like once, or they see it work against them, and then people want to build genie lamps, and most of the time, they do not work. It's so easy to shut them off, like a purple cap. I can see one in this little thumbnail. Purple cap can stop you from gaining a couple buffs, and you can fall just short, and then the genie lamp does almost nothing. And yeah, it beat boards with high damage reduction. It did well. And crit resist and shield and all of that. It was a strong build by the end. But that was by the end. There were rounds where it was struggling and like just barely making it. It was only like the last 3 rounds that it could actually pull off triggering the genie lamps. It is strong, it is fun, but it's just not a good build to teach people, I don't think. It's not, but I guess who cares? I'm not trying to teach people. I want to be like a positive influence though, especially if people are learning the game, and I don't want them to think like, oh yeah, I should try and make Falcon Blade Genie Lamp, because no, that's that's gonna lose you way more games than it's ever gonna win you. See, the thing with the Dragon Nest, doesn't generate much apart from the regen. Pretty much. It gives a couple start of battle buffs, but they're not really worth the 4 space and how much that item is worth. And people just get tricked into building around that item. And yeah, the sword is just better. And really, dragons aren't that strong. They're okay. They're kind of strong. Sometimes they can be very strong, but in general, it's really good to focus on a single weapon, and dragons you're focusing on like 6 weapons, kind of. Love doing builds like this when it focuses on one thing. Doesn't have to have insane numbers, but it's fun. No more requests. I mean, I'm happy with the requests too. Happy to do as you wish for future runs and have fun. It's just like 50-50 if I'll feel like doing a challenge run or not. It's hard to say. But yeah, I appreciate it. There was no like challenge thing. I played this game. Wasn't a huge fan. I mean, it was chill. It felt good for a demo. It just wasn't like super challenging or anything. Mainly just a relaxing city builder. It was cool. No complaints with it. Just, I guess it's too early access. I want something more in-depth, more challenging. What are we doing? Library. Out of here. We want backpack. Backpack battles. Hit play. Alright. I'm always paranoid that my recording is like screwed up in some way. especially when I'm like half asleep and I feel like I'm screwing everything up. God, I'm kind of tempted to just sit and either play one character or just play a bunch of games one day, just so that I can get ranked up. Having these still in gold, there's 3 of them. At least these 2 are platinum. Platinum is challenging. But keep hitting the dice. New. Ranked game. No, you're already in platinum. Broom is solid. So Broom is solid because early game, there are some blind synergies that kind of work. And later game, you can build it into a magic staff. It just has a little bit of potential. Can make it into a crook if you really want to. You could make it into a shovel. This is money. It's too early. It is too early. I'm going to take it. Gems are not great right now, especially on this character. But what else am I doing? Buying a wooden sword or making a shovel. I don't think it's shovel. Wooden sword's on sale. I don't really think it's wooden sword either. I'm going to take shovel. Something to do. Start the battle. Alright. So, they have 10 more HP than me. 12 more because they also have a pig. And they have a whetstone between 2 weapons. So they do slightly more damage, kind of. They didn't really do that much more damage. I wonder if they missed a couple hits. They must have. Missed attacks, 2. So Broom gets to do extra damage for each of those attacks. Stone might have been one of their misses. What were their 2 misses? Stone. So, Stone did 0 damage to me, and it gave me +2 damage. That's why Stone can be good, but it can also be bait. I mean, they still won. But it did nothing for them, something for me. And they paid a gold for it. They could have just left it in the box. 65% of the time because of the blind. But usually 70% of the time, it's like a slight positive. Shovel. So shovel has when we enter the shop, it digs up a random item, but it's usually like a 1 or a 2 cost item. I think it can actually dig up herbs, which are a 4 cost item, but that's pretty rare. The big thing is, it's kind of slow, 2.4 second cooldown, and it uses a lot of stamina, so if you do speed it up, it just drains stamina. 1.7 per swing. So it's rough to use. It doesn't like to be used with another weapon. It is rough. I was thinking about getting this armor. Could also get a pig. Could do that. Go economy. Okay. This one goes off slightly quicker than this one, so let's swap them. I'm trying to think what I do from here. I don't know. Am I just going to do debuffs? Probably. I don't have to do debuffs. We could do vampire instead. But debuffs are the strongest build right now on Reaper. $45 HP from this, or 45 armor, is just a lot of armor early game. And this does around the same damage as these do. Not completely, but somewhat similar. Close enough. Damage dealt, 60 versus 48. So yeah, I do less damage. And some of that was from poison, but some of theirs was from spikes. Their stones did 7 damage. Huh, between the 2 of them. So they both landed. Piggy Pinata is an economy item. It means that you take every single pig that you see and you just smash them. This is one of the better items in the game. Yeah, it just is. This one's okay. This one can be a lot of damage. Depends if I'm doing a debuff build. And this one's kind of slow. I'm just going to take the econ. We've been doing money things a little bit. It's fine. From here, let's roll. Wait, take out the gem box before I roll, because I do not want gems. I do want sand. And. So, I'm already doing enough econ between the pigs, the gem box, and this. It's time to pivot off of shovel. Spear is not that good, but it's slightly better than this. 2.7 damage per second versus 3.7. And spear can break armor if you leave open stars in front of it. And if you get a poison potion, you can craft this into a high damage spear that can carry you through the mid game. So it's just good. And it's good to speed up is the most important thing. Shovel, because it uses 1.7 per swing, if you speed it up, you're gonna honk. If you speed this up, you're probably fine for a while. I need bags. Take this back out. There's a bag. Cool. What about... no. Trying to think, if I'm going debuffs, then I do want fatigue, but this is way too early to take it. We don't need it that early. Tough decision between breaking armor or putting in... well, sand is definitely in, but do I put in like this one? Or do I put in that little heal? I don't know. I mean, the blue... it just doesn't do anything in armor. If I gain mana, then it would gain armor. But I don't gain mana. I mean, I can put a frost on them. Most opponents don't have armor on round 3. The exceptions to that, hey look, I have armor. And you can run into garlic. A lot of people will have garlic. But this 1 star is enough to break garlic, so they do have garlic. So garlic just gives them 3 extra block, and this one breaks 4 block on hit. It does miss a good amount. Accuracy on the spear is 85%. Oil lamp. So this is why breaking pigs is good. We just broke 1 pig, and it gave me a 6 gold item and a 7 gold item, which is insane. 6 plus 7, 13 gold for a 3-cost pig. So we want to find every pig we can, but I also want space, and I kind of want the amulet. The question is, why do I want the amulet? I don't know. I don't need the amulet. Could make Sir Sand. Sir Sand. It's not great with spear, but, I mean, it's pretty good. Something. It's really good with debuffs. So we could do that. It's always oil lamp. Could light the coal. I probably want to light the coal. In order to do that... God, I don't feel like tryharding. I don't feel like moving things around, but I should. I just really don't feel like it. Flute. Flute is decent. Let's take out this. Let's roll. Let's get some space. Let's get a pig to smash. The real reason to roll early is for pigs. Because right now, we have a really high chance to see common items, and these are worth tons of money. Ooh. I do want that bag. I don't really need the flute. I have Bag of Stones this turn, so for 1 turn I could have this. But the main advantage of the stone is that it can destroy 4 armor on hit. We already have a spear. Spear does the same thing. So we don't really need it, but I could. Alright, let's go move this over to this side. Could get more space in front of the spear. For what? So that I can destroy 16 armor per hit, except that I have to leave this in, so I really can't. Could if I put it here. If I do that, poison resist. Could roll again. Let's roll. If I see a pig, I would have been happy. So this one can give me luck. I could get... what? I don't know. The cards, they're kind of good. It's on sale. Could do whip. Could definitely do sand. Sand's okay. Or I could light the coal. Sand is okay. Do I need this star? Not really. Sand is good. Wait, why is sand good? I don't even have... I think I'm going debuffs because I'm making Sir Sand and I'm buying another sand. It's just so boring and we're kind of rich. It is the correct call. Do I want the... And I haven't found anything vamp so far. So yeah, I would do it. I'm gonna buy the sand. Maybe I want that star. I don't know. I should be looking for snow sticks, but the snowman is epic, so you don't really see that early. Right now, we're just looking for pigs. Shoot to thrill. Bam. No pig. Alright, gloves are here. Any thoughts on gloves? I don't really care about them. Okay. That is the thought. This wants to go like... No, I should not have done that. So this wants to go like this, turn this one like this. That way we have full stars in front of you, even though I don't have space for all of them. This is on sale. We want this out of the bag when I roll. Options. We have options. That's full price. That is the option I want. It's kind of early for it. So I want that by round 8. It's only round 5. So I don't need to buy it this turn. This just blows people up. 2 spears. Blowing people up wins games. Oh, but ideally I would have this on both. This doesn't matter that much. A little bit. This matters, that armor. So now, we really don't need to be breaking like 16 armor on both of these. But I do want to be breaking like 8 armor. I could do 4. Or... Unhealing doesn't make too much sense early, so you don't really want to put that in the armor. Poison resistance can matter, but so can that. The pig has to be in the bag. I'm not even breaking armor. That's it. Pig is in the bag. What am I doing with you? Nobody knows. I want to roll and look for stupid pigs right now. Could sell the armor. Yeah, but I win right now. I could just roll with 1 item reserved. I'm not going to do that. Start the battle. It's fine. Play Texas Chainsaw. No. Lots of damage resistance, but they're in battle rage. It'll wear off. Their axe is scaling, but they're missing because of the blind. I'm honking like crazy, so really 2 spears was not it. I was kind of hoping it was not a defensive build and I could just blow them up right away. That was not the case. So now I really want to find a broom, which again is common, so we have to look for that soon. Blue is okay, not amazing. I do want the sand. So we want to find pigs and broom. Pigs and broom, this is neither. It is on sale though. Pigs and broom. This would be nice. Wait, didn't I already have an oil lamp? I do. Pigs and broom. Crap. Time to get rid of this. The problem now is that there's more snowballs. And there's another bag of sand. Whatever. Bag of stones. And there's a speed bag that I don't really need, but I always want it. And I have a bunch of junk. Unless I'm going to make snow shield, which I could. I don't need 2 spears. We determined that. Kind of. Alright, so that helps. I think I'm going to say no to this, even though they're both good. They're just expensive, they're not on sale, and I was really hoping to find one of the 2 things that I needed. Okay, so... The broom. The broom has not happened. What is the plan? Because it becomes less and less likely to happen the further we get. We'll find it. Plan is make a snow shield. Cool. Snow shield. Not that one. I could make both, but I really want to make the snow stick. Speed bag for which? Speed bag for purples, they're already sped up. For this, it's already sped up. Sandbag. This would be better if I was actually reflecting my debuffs onto the opponent. This actually messes with me a bit. But I have the 2 purples, so we can cleanse. Yeah, we're good. Red. Huh. Snowball. What else? Ooh, what about the armor potion? It's on sale. Armor potion. Could get rid of this yellow. It's weird. Let's do it. The armor potion. This armor, stone armor, becomes massive. Items use more stamina, but it gives you 110 defense. It eats enemy spikes, and it eats their empower. And then, when your health drops below 50%, you regain a bunch of your missing health as armor. It's just a really big defensive item. They only have a hammer, and they're gaining some max HP. It's a little bit scary, and they have spikes. Luckily, their armor does not work well against us, and they're out of stamina. They do have enough mana to keep these books going though, so they will be gaining a good amount of max HP. 87 against 127. We just made a whole bunch of stuff. Nothing all that strong, but we do give 6 blind to myself and to the enemy. Ooh, I should have thought about that dragon egg, but it was 10 cost. That was like a little while ago. I don't need this, but I want it. It's round 7. So struggles. Struggles means that I'm going to see a doll in the shop. The doll costs 7 gold, so we're already going to be low on money. Okay. There is a light goobert. If I make a light goobert, it's good at blinding the enemy. It's only temporary blind, but still it's useful. Let's roll, but I don't want to roll too much. Speed bags again? I mean, I could take the shield. Yeah, shield's pretty good. Shield's really good. Let's think about that. Also, I should be trying to get crit chance. Get the crit chance. So, if the shield is really good, where do I want to put it? Just right here. This shield gives 30% more armor to this thing, so that makes it even better than usual, and it's just good on a defensive build. Apparently, I'm doing defense. I want this. I do. Start the battle. I'm going to reserve it. Chain Whip removes buffs. I don't gain many buffs, so that's good. I do blind myself, and I blind them. They have 2 kind of stamina-heavy weapons, but they're both slowed down by the pants, so they don't have that big of stamina problems. Normally, they would have and they're both being hit by the gloves, so they're being slowed down even more. They're both just going super slow, which works pretty well for this. This one, not as well. I wish that I could pretend like it's Hexblade. I wish I could pretend like it's any of these, but it's just this. It's so boring. And there's the doll. 7 gold. Who could have predicted? Hey, Mrs. Struggles, Mr. Struggles. You too. Welcome to the team. Why do I play things that I find kind of boring? I don't know, because they're strong, because it's the correct play. Because I do like going up in rank, and I do want to win the game. all of those reasons. Yeah. They're good reasons. How much do I care about breaking armor? A little bit, but I care more about this one, I think. Could I get both to be happy? I don't know, I probably could. What am I doing? We're trying to smash that pig. This pig is a survivor. It's been here for a while. Anything else to consider? Nope, start the battle. Good enough. I mean, start a battles on the pig. Nah. They are blinded, but they have a little bit of luck. Are they gaining luck? They are because of their bow. And I don't have a purple gem in here, but she removes. Look at all those buffs they just had. She's removing a bunch of buffs. It's only one of these. Ideally, I would have two, and then we could really keep on top of all of these buffs. Cool. Do I ever want a blueberry? Not really. Do I want a sand? Yeah. So one of the reasons that debuffs are good... I'm going to switch weapons. Wait, but no, I'm trying to make Snow Stick. This one just does so much damage, but am I willing to pay 12 gold for it? Yeah, I am. Why? Because it wins. Fine. This one is good because it hard counters blind. Because whenever it misses, you gain 3 luck. And then it uses luck to increase its own damage. So you actually want to miss with this weapon. And the other doll that I can get, other than Mrs. Struggles, is a giraffe. And giraffes eat luck. And what do they do with the luck? They make more luck. Or they can make heat, or they can make something else. But right now, they would just make more luck. And I can give more blind to myself and the opponent. Before I sold that spear, this could have been the answer. But right now, we're just looking for giraffes, basically. Cool. And pigs. This pig is never gonna die. But even if it doesn't break, it is giving me gold, so... I mean, it's kind of good. So missing with the rapier is not that bad. Because right now, I don't have any luck. Oh, but I have an oil lamp on it, which increases its accuracy, so I won't miss as much. But that's fine. So you kind of want to miss early and then hit, but in general, you just want to keep missing. Getting lots of luck is good. It will end up hitting. It'll hit plenty. I do want to speed it up, though. This one is really good. Because at the start of the battle, it reflects 3 debuffs, and I debuff myself. So as much as I do want to be blind, I would rather the enemy was blind. And I could do another of these frozen bucklers, but it's a lot of space. These ones, I don't need any of these. Could do Bagtacular. It just wants a lot of space, but it's really good. But a lot of space. I don't need any of these. False Life. I don't even heal. False Life. Could do Random. I don't need this. I mean, it's damage for the rapier. The goal was not to do damage, but right now I am. This wins. This is also good. It gives luck. It's fine. Chance-based effects are more likely to occur. Who has chance-based effects? Oh, the shield does. Could do that. Yeah, it's good. Good enough. Dancing Dragon is kind of broken. Start of battle for each magic item, and you can see all the stars it has. This thing creates a bunch of heat and a bunch of luck. And for each luck that you have a chance to resist debuffs. I'm currently debuffing myself, so this kind of works with my build. And this provides luck for this. Problem is, it uses too much stamina, so we can't really use it. But, kind of interesting. It's also just very large. 6 space. Too much space. Can't use it. But, kind of cool. Worth at least considering. We want to keep making all of these. All of them. And I want to fit in the dragon egg, which is going to be a pain. Since when do I have a shell? Nobody knows. What about a gem box? On sale. That was what I wanted. Giraffe. And I kind of want the cat. Cat speeds up this. Okay, stop. Put it all back. Cat speeds up the fancy fencing rapier, the dragon, and it speeds up Mr. Struggles. But that's about it. Cat is expensive. It's really good, though. It is really good. I don't need a cat. It does also give sales, and it could transform this into more space. Okay, maybe that's enough reason. But how do you fit it? I don't know. And I want the giraffe. I'm thinking. I have too much stuff, and I want all of it. I don't need this red. Well, I do want the purples. I don't need the purples quite as much. On debuff, 25% chance to inflict the same debuff. No, I do need the purples. I don't need this right now. This does give crit chance, but who cares? Crit chance is nice, but we don't need it. I don't want to sell this, though. I would sell this. Trying to think how I get 2 more gold for the cat. Or I just buy you. And then I skip on the cat, get it later. Yeah. That is the play. This one. Oh, but I want this on the board, or I wanted to combine it with the cat. Right! What am I doing? I thought this was spear and I needed to leave this space open. I don't. Cool. I could move it somewhere else, put one of these gems into here. There are healing builds at this point in the game, because we're past round 8. There could be healing builds earlier too, but right now there definitely could be. After round 8, when you get the class item, it's more likely that you see all of the scary things. So this does do some healing. Purple would help. So we have 12% anti-heal from that purple. Luckily, this isn't doing too much. This is a strong item though, and they have enough regen to feed it. The main thing is they're missing me. 35% accuracy, and it's high stamina, so that's rough. Super rough. Blind screws up a lot of enemies. That is the reason that I'm building this. This is so stupid. The only enemy that it wouldn't screw up, well, not the only one, but one of the enemies, one of the easiest ones to build. This item is so underrated. So that whole thing that I did last time with Falcon Blade, 4 genie lamps, I would rather just have a fancy not Falcon Blade, fancy fencing rapier all day. This item, super underrated. Maybe it's rated right, because a lot of people do like that item. It's just really good. Really, really good. More blind. More, I don't heal. Red doesn't do anything. Anything else? Yeah, I should pull out the purple. But, so this is good for cleansing. I don't need to cleanse, because even when I am blinded, who cares? I have a rapier. Huh. Game is weird. I should pay attention to what the giraffe is doing. We'll do that this time. The hope is that the giraffe gets to print a bunch of luck. They have anti-debuff. So we saw, oh, I have heat. Giraffe is actually going to be printing heat. 12 heat. But it needs to have luck when it triggers. 15 heat. 18 heat. So I have blind, but the more blind I get, the more luck I get, the more heat I get, the more everything I get. So the more I miss, I should get rid of this oil lamp. Oh, but the oil lamp is the reason that I was printing heat. No, that's not true. We have dragon egg. I do have 6 heat right at the start. But instead, I could just have 4. Or I could just point this at nothing. Or I could point it at the dragon. The thing is, I don't care about the dragon. But I care about the buffs that the dragon gives me at the start of the battle. Good enough for me. Oh, but I also care about the giraffe. Giraffe, move down here. Cool. And if I was really tryharding, I could get this to hit both of these. But I'm not. Because this already wins. Cat. Cat is worth 42. Cat speeds up Dragon, speeds up Mr. Struggles, speeds up Fancy Fencing. Totally worth it. Purple. Purple is good. Purple wins the game. Yeah, It feels bad to just be like, okay, we've already won the game. Now what? On to the next one? We've already won the game. Cool. Green gem is fine. It's just more debuffs on the opponent. I still have 5 gold. I need space. Hey, it's another giraffe. It's another giraffe. And we're no longer going to be getting accuracy, so I will get more. What's it called? God, everything is being sped up, too. Even this purple gem. Oh no, the giraffe's only halfway sped up. Huh. Yeah, but I like this. It's fine. Get the second giraffe. Could make a Heart of Darkness. Heart of Darkness is good for stealing buffs from opponents. The problem is, we remove buffs from opponents. This one seems slow, but as I gain heat, it gets faster and faster. Start the battle. Could be Katana. Katana is made from Ripsaw and a Whetstone. They're making a chonk, and they have a hammer and a bunch of daggers. So, the thing that counters them is blind and shields. I happen to have blind and shields. I was blinding myself more than them. Because... why? Because they have this? Because they have... I don't know why. Oh, they were blinding me with this one. Got it. That is what it is. Cool. They did more damage than me, I'm guessing. Damage, 187. No, 217. The whelp. Because I put the oil lamp on the whelp, it probably has decent accuracy. 95. The mix of the oil lamp with the luck. This one, 40% accuracy. But because of that, we're getting to print heat. So I'm perfectly fine missing, and we'll just miss faster and faster, get more luck, get more heat, win the game. And I'm super defensive while that's happening. This cap. That cap. Did I have a box of No, the pig finally exploded. I was so confused. Pig finally exploded. Cool. So I'm going to put that there. We'll go switch this for the 3 space. We can put this 3 space over here. That can go back. This. How much do you need? Not much. This one. I do want this giraffe. And I want this purple cap. Ooh, do I? Probably. Yeah. Ooh, but I already I only have 1 Mrs. Struggles, so preventing their buffs is good. What are you trying to combine with? Frostbite. Don't need it. Anti, crit, and stun is always good. So is speeding up the weapon, though. Okay. Good enough. Roll. I do want the pig. The reason I want the pig, so that we can smash it. Do it. Yeah, but this gives a frost. Nobody cares. Do it. Dragon egg for the reflect and for the heat. It's so hard to fit. No. Smash a pig, find an egg in the pig. Deerwood, this is the strong build right now. So this gives 50% cold and blind resist, and this makes them super tanky. So does this, and they have spikes, but I'm removing their spikes. This is currently, so this used to be the strong build, not this, because you have to have snow stick. But in general, struggles was the strong build. Then to counter it, everybody started making this build. But I don't think these guys are high enough level to be able to counter it. I don't actually know how this build works, but I know it uses deerwood and it uses snow stick. And I think the other part of the build is, what's it called? Thornbloom. So they're looking for stamina potion for this. And then they try and gain tons of max HP with cheese and with Thornbloom. And that is most of the build. But it's just very defensive. So it did take a long time to actually kill them. How long? 24 seconds. Super defensive. Damage dealt, 143. They do like no damage. Spikes did most of the damage. Wait, how did their whip do 0 damage? They never had stamina for it. Their claws of attack used up all of their stamina just because it was attacking into my shields and draining that. Or maybe they just missed a bunch too. But look, they have no frost. They have no blind. That is part of the reason this is strong. So they get 50% resist from this. Another 20% resist to frost. Yeah. And Shelly cleanses. What else cleanses? I don't even know. It might just be the Shelly. I'm not sure. Whatever it is, they screw up the build that I'm doing right now. And this is what they needed. Alright, what do I need? None of this? Could take deck of cards. Yeah, I could do that. Deck of cards. Deck of cards is good right now because it gives the 2 starting luck. This one needs to use 3 luck. So, it's really good for the giraffes to just have this 2 starting luck. They can start making the heat a little bit earlier. On reveal, gain 6 random buffs. I could do that. It could screw up what the giraffes are doing. Because the giraffes print whichever you have the most of. So if I randomly got like 6 regen, it could screw you up. Probably won't, but it could. Charizard is the opposite of the problem that I just said. And I could make a Chonk. No. Chonk is so good. The problem is Chonk does not give you the starting heat. It does give heat on hit though, and it can stun enemies once you hit 12 heat. I can't take it right now. And I don't need it. So it loses me 8 starting heat because I get 4 from this, 4 from this. The other thing is I could just take second shield. I don't need it, but I could. Does it fit? No. No, it does not. In order to fit it, I don't want to get rid of the pig. I could get rid of this shield. It does just screw up enemies. God, it's on sale. No. Could also light a coal on fire. We could do that. In order to light this on fire, where does it need to be? Could go right here. It's fine. Start the battle. Ooh, big axe with 2 caps of discomfort, and they have 2 pairs of boots, so they resist a lot of the frost. The blind is working though. They don't have luck, and they are blind, and I don't know how they remove the blind. Oh, they remove the blind as soon as they drop to 70% HP. They remove all of the debuffs, these boots. That's how. Well done. And they have 2 oil lamps. But the main thing was that. That right there. But do I have enough heat? I might. I might kill them right now. Yeah. That was really close. That was really close. So I gained a bunch of armor from this. When? Like right at the end there. Right there, I gained 77. Which was like just enough to keep me alive. Wait, why don't I see the set? Right there, stone armor. And I have 60 heat, so we're going super quick. But I am honking. Honking like crazy. They must have a shield. No. It's just because of how quick this is going. 0.36 seconds. It goes super quick. You'll note we have no luck though, so even though it is missing... Oh no, it's not missing, it's honking, right. They're nullifying a lot of my luck gain, which really messes me up. These stupid purple caps. Yeah, those purple caps, like, hard counter me. Luckily, heat is just good. I also get to remove all of their buffs because of this one thing. But overall, this axe scaled quicker than my weapon. They do 97.3, I do 61.4. All because they had that pair of boots. That's one reason I like to make that Anvil Berserker. I don't usually make those boots. Maybe I should. But the reason I like it is because it can hard counter a lot of these things. I do kind of want this dragon egg. With this dragon egg, I could do chonk, but how do you fit it? You don't. You don't fit it. I'm already missing space. Purple. Yeah, but I kind of need to cleanse debuffs, but now I don't. I just reflect them. Even better than cleansing. Okay, I really want bag space. Could take this out. No, the snow stick. It was so long ago that I wanted this. I feel like I don't have the stamina for it, and I already have the giraffes. The giraffes really want this. This kind of works, but no, this is too slow. They really want this. And I have it. So why mess with it? No, I want you. I don't need you. All right. How do I fit this? That is a problem for next turn. Is it? Smash the pig. That's how. It's round 15. Dragons, but if we look, only 2 of the dragons are touching the sword. It doesn't really matter because they're going to miss. Their accuracy is 30%, 30%, 30%. But that's not the point. Point is, this nest screws up. You can see the little heals coming up. So +2, +2, +2. It is healing, but it's a small amount. You would get the +2 just by putting a little red gem into these. Well, not true. You would only get +1, and maybe you'd get +0, because I'm reducing their healing by 66%. They should be getting +5, but I put random purple gems in, and I have this cap. Alright, no, don't do this to me. Why is the game like this? Why is the game like this? It did give me 1 space. The pig did not smash. I want these. I don't need them, but I want them. I want all of this. I don't need the oil lamp, especially with 2 ruby eggs, but it's been good. It has been good. Like, there's no downside to it, except that it takes up 2 space. I don't need all these Sir Sands, but I want them. I just want to smash the pig. That's it. I'm buying them both. I don't care. We're winning, we can buy them. And then we'll find the space to fit them. No. No. This one is good. It is good. I just don't want to do it. But it is good. Alright, let's do it. So, to solve it, we know that we have pretty flexible space right there. We know... What else do we know? We know that this is all a pain. I could just say -1 space, but -1 space is rough. These want to go down here. They do. Yeah, but the dragon likes being where it is. I really don't need this many of these. But I want them. And I should be trying to light up their stars optimally. No, because... Alright. Alright. Let's figure all of... And they should be in speed bags, but do you really have to speed them up if you have, like, 3 of them? I don't know, maybe. This purple cap could be a star for one of these, but it's making the cat happy, which is important. I want this in. I want this in. I don't want the pig in. But I do want to smash it. Could just leave one of these out. Yeah, but this is 12 blind to both of us right at the start. And I get to reflect 6 of that. We're fine. A pig! I don't need a round 16 pig, but we could smash it. What I really need is a +1 space. Start the battle. We're good. Smash that pig. Please, game. Ooh, they have a lot of armor and a lot of spikes, but their spikes get removed because I bought 3 of these. So whatever buffs you were doing, you're not doing them. But they still look like they're screwing me up. They're screwing me up with poison, which is weird because I'm a debuff build. Oh no. I think I just needed to leave a purple in the bag, but I didn't have room for the stupid purple in the bag to cleanse some of this poison. What is the cooldown on the purple? Why does it say every 3.2 seconds? That's not right. Why is the game like this? I have 41 heat. I got screwed up by a poison build. I always talk crap about poison builds, and I just died to one. No way. Weird. That was what I wanted. I also wanted this pig to smash. I also want to pull out this stupid purple. What else? I don't know. No. No. The reason this one's so good is heat is amazing, and this gives you 4 heat for 2 space. That's so much heat for so little space, like, relatively. I think I have to give up shield. Shield screws up opponents, though. Could give up a dragon, but I really like the reflex. Could just give up this shield. Keep the ice shield. Let's do it. This is so much... Oh, but there's the thing to make into a moon shield so we could block staffs. And so we could block ranged. I don't care about ranged. This one is way better than this one. No, it's not way better. It's slightly better. We're good. This one. We're good. Now the pig can go back in. Pig, where would you like to be? I'm gonna make the pig happy. Oh, right, I have a box of riches right here that I have not been making happy the whole game. Do I care? Nope. It's round 17. I really don't care right now. Maybe I could have earlier, didn't realize it. So now we have 2 purples inside the bag. I'm gonna put... do I want to do unhealing? Nah, 3 purples. But I would like to switch one with a sand. I don't have any more sands. Weird. Very strange. I do have these, but they don't fit well. Okay. We still have tons of money. What do I do with the money? I take out deck of cards before I roll. Otherwise, I'm going to see even more heat. I wouldn't mind more heat. Yeah, but it would be a pain to fit. Would I do it anyways? Yeah, I would. Alright, leave it in. No, I don't need you. You don't need a 4th Mrs. Struggles. But what else am I doing with my money? I don't need you. Alright. I would like to speed up this. I don't want to figure this out. Alright. I really don't want to figure it out. So we could speed up one of the two giraffes. And then I could speed up a purple. Purple, oh no, because these, okay, that's fine. Alright, smash the pig. Do I buy you for when the pig smashes? I really don't need you. Start the battle. We remove so many buffs. Ooh, they care about empower so much. If they hit me, they have a perfect purple. If they can land a hit, they do pierce armor. They did hit. How did they hit? They're removing blind, and they're giving accuracy. They hit me. They hit me. They hit me. They killed me. So, for a while there, they could not hit, and then they hit a bunch right at the end. But they're not critting because they don't have dogs. So, the main thing, they did lose their empower, so it wasn't actually doing damage, but they're able to pierce through the block that I have. And they are able to remove the blind. I really needed purple armor. Why did I never make it? Yeah, they're just removing that blind. Who's doing it? Shelly? How? I do like no damage to them. They have 21 damage reduction when they're in battle rage. I can't even get them into battle rage. They had so much armor. There's their battle rage. So now I do less damage and I'm out of stamina. This is not the way to build this. As good as I do think Rapier is not the correct solution. I should be doing the snow stick thing. I should have the purple armor, not this armor. There's no reason not for me to have not switched. It's too late now. It's round 18. I can't craft. Why are you here? Why are you here? My problem was not removing their buffs. This one's good, though. This one's insanely good crap. We're in low plat. Who cares? I kind of care. So the problem with this one is this one really wants to see the rapier. It really wants to see both giraffes. Why? Because when items use 10 buffs, this gives you a luck. And these ones use buffs. That's it. That's the whole reason. And it's a pretty good reason. That's actually really good. That is good because dragon does damage, this does damage. And we don't really need to speed these up because they're already insane. In theory, yes, you do want to speed them up. In practice, the enemy doesn't have any buffs left by the time my health drops below 50% is when this speeds them up. By that point, the enemy has no buffs. They just don't. Alright, figure this all out. What did I just add? I added a toad. Oh, but I wanted you to come over here. I would like you to come over here. Could go right here. That works. These are still fairly happy. The toad is super happy. I don't really care about this one much because it just gives you starting buffs, which are good for healing, but the one that I really want... Well, no, all of these will give heals. Toad is just really good with these. It is. Gloves. In theory, you do want gloves, but not really. Can't fit them. Can't fit any of this. Alright, get rid of that. Buy this. Put the cards back. I should put something that wants to be sped up. How? Because we still have around 18 pig. Get out of here, pig. Yeah, but then I could fit you. Why? I don't need you. I'm not buying it. I have 23 gold. I don't know what I'm buying, but it's not her. It's not. What about reverse? On reveal, reflect 3 debuffs. If there are no duplicate cards before, steal 3 buffs. Could do that. It's not the best, but it's something. And we could do... This removes buffs. We don't need to remove buffs. We could do a little bit of anti-heal. Cool. No, quit showing me this. Really, if I want to stop seeing that, I think I just dragged this into this bag. At least that used to be true. Armor bag. What about this one? If it's a yellow amulet. Nope. Yeah, but green amulet. Green amulet is kind of good with defense. Wait, you're unhappy. Why the hell are you unhappy? Also, I could just get rid of this. Why? I don't know. Why not? This would like to go on a dragon or on the toad. Huh. You are unhappy. Oh, because this isn't in. Okay. We're going to put that back in, but I'm trying to roll without seeing more Mrs. Struggles. No. I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. These are so good. I don't need the shield that just screws up opponents. Do I need the armor? All in on heat. I'm pretty all in on heat. So I don't have to have this card. If I get rid of this card, I can buy this card. And then, if I get rid of this shield, I could buy the dragon. Goodbye, shield. Dragon. Why are we doing that? Because I give myself 12 blind right at the start. I get to reflect. No, is it? Yeah, 12. I get to reflect 9 of it. Didn't somebody else reflect? Oh, you reflect. Crap. Yeah, but this doesn't reflect on start of battle. It is good, though. I think I'm good. Oh, what do you do now? You would like to go see this cap. And you would like to be sped up. Crap. Alright, let's go do this. Cat is still happy. Put this right there. And that makes the... Well, it makes this one happy. Huh. Okay. This card. Wait, poison resist. Poison resist could screw up opponents. It could. Or I could put poison onto them. That doesn't really make sense. Poison resist. I like the idea. Because I lost to 1 poison build, so now I'm going to be even more, like, anti-poison. I already kind of like getting anti-poison just because it screws up those poison builds. Another amulet. We could have another try. Yeah, let's do it. I do think this one's decent. But if we could have got yellow, it would have been insane. It was worth it. Didn't work out, but it's fine. We get Chance Amulet, and after 5 seconds, we gain 2 buffs of the type which you have the most of, which will be heat. 5 seconds, 2 heat, but really, it'll be like 2 seconds. 2.5, 3 seconds. Probably 3 seconds. Start the battle. Oh no, it's not in a speed bag. Still. It'll go fairly quick with 14, 3 point... like a little bit? Around 3, I'm guessing, is when that went off. We'll see. Ooh. This is a frost build. Yeah, but they're blinded. And they don't have luck. I got up to 91 heat. So, I wanted to check when that thing went off. This amulet. When did you go off? Because I was guessing around 3 seconds, I think. Oh, it's way slower than that. It went off Amulet of Fortune at 3.57. Still, it went off quicker than it said, like before I started the battle. 91 heat. So, by the time I have 91 heat, this thing is going off every 0.47. These are going off every 0.75. These are going off fairly quick. To remove all of the buffs, 1.72, and we have 3 of them. These are making more heat every 0.83 seconds. And what are you doing? You are being slowed down. So the opposite thing. 2-second cooldown. They're not being slowed that much, though. I really needed that purple armor, I think. Just in place of this. It would have been good. And I have too many Sursans. I have a lot of dragons. But the purpose of the dragons is to get the heat going even quicker. And just try and outspeed the enemy. Is it good? Not really. Less than ideal. 50 platinum. It probably defeats a lot of things, though. At this rank. Ooh, wait a second. That is done really well. So they have 2 toads that both see all of these. The question is, will they be printing heat? And do they have the starting lock? And they're blind. They can't actually hit me with this ever. Can they cleanse the blind? No. They have tons of snowballs. They are putting blind and frost on me. Wait, they are cleansing the blind. How? 24. How are you cleansing the blind? You would be cleansing. I really don't see it. This one! Every 2.35 seconds, cleanse 1 blind and heal for 5. Still, it'll take them a while to actually cleanse it. The main question... Oh, no! They're screwed up. Oh, never mind. They're fine. Well, no, they're not. So, I'm removing all of their buffs, but in theory, they would print enough mana to pop this mana orb. So they have to reach 35, and then after that, they would start printing something else. But right now, they're just printing mana whenever they do get luck. Alright. 0.7. They did get enough mana to do this. But I'm removing their buffs too quick. They were trying to do the same thing that I'm doing, basically. They were trying to get their heat up. But because I got my heat up first, I got to keep removing all of theirs. So they never got off the ground. They want, if they can get theirs going first. So if they had more of this and more of these, instead of this one screws you up, like once you have the heat, but it does not get you the heat. I mean, it does whenever it hits. These give it at 0 seconds, start of battle. This one is just too slow. In theory, it goes like unlimited amounts of heat, but in practice, it doesn't. You just lose. Was that the first battle? 1 win. I think this is a win. I don't know what they're doing. They do get luck from this, but not that much of it. They might be cleansing, I'm not sure. 2 wins. I am honking like crazy. I could have used stamina, but we have dragons, I'm fine. 2 wins. Interesting. Spike bow, looking at spike bow. 2 gooberts. Good amount of blind. Good amount of poison. The poison scares me a little, but I have so much heat, it really doesn't. 3 wins. They're poisoning themselves as well. They're poisoning themselves because of Mr. Struggles. And I'm removing the poison using chipped amethyst and chipped amethyst. For the most part. Where is poison? Poison. At 14.8 seconds, we inflicted 24 using Mr. Struggles. Oh right, the coffin inflicted 10. I knew that. Chipped emerald in the dragon inflicted 5. And we cleansed 15, which helps. Cool. Damage dealt. This whelp is doing so much more damage. All the fancy fencing rapier is doing really is printing the luck for the giraffes, which is good enough. That's fine. That's what got me the 137 heat. So I'll take it. It does, in theory, do damage, but in practice, not so much. 3 wins? Was that 3? I think that was 3. Ooh. Dragons touching sword, but it's only 2 of them. But happy cats. That armor with a lot of stars on it. That armor cleanses debuffs. They cleanse a good amount of debuffs, I think. Interesting. Not enough heat. But the reason they don't have enough heat is because of Mr. or Mrs. Struggles. These items are broken. They should have decent heat, because they do have the 8 starting heat plus another 2 plus another 2, so they've got 12 starting heat. Plus, this gives you an extra heat for each star, and each of these gives 1. So at 0 seconds, they should have a decent amount of heat. They have 24. They have more than I do. But I just start removing it fairly quick. Mine goes up, theirs goes down because of the giraffes. And they don't have a way to mass remove my buffs the way that I can mass remove theirs. They do have a purple cap. I have 1 purple cap. They have a stone cap. They have a purple cap. They have shielded, so 60% block chance. 4 wins. I don't know what this is. 5 wins. They have a bunch of things touching this sword, so they are gaining damage. Ooh, they have armor piercing on one of their weapons. Wait. Wait. They also have a lot of invulnerability. I just lost to this one after saying 5 wins, and after talking crap because I didn't recognize this build. I don't recognize this build. Really well done. So, this thing is giving them tons of invulnerability. How much? It's because of those perfect gems. I'm not used to that item. That's my excuse. But yeah, that's just me predicting how the outcome of this one really poorly. So, 2.2 seconds. Total, they went into invulnerable 3 times for 6.6 total seconds. They were only invulnerable for 6 seconds out of 16. I think. But they oh, this hard counters me. That's the answer. They drank all 3 cleansing potions. When they drink this one, it triggers this one. So, when they drink this and this, they cleanse 30. When they drink this, they cleanse another 10. When they drink this, they cleanse another 10. In all, they cleansed 50 just from the potions. Then, Shelly cleanses 6, and has a 25% chance to cleanse 1 more. Same with second Shelly. This cleanses blind. On invulnerable, inflict blind. They have so much anti-debuff. I'm not used to seeing anti-debuff at low rank. But, yeah, I don't even think this is that strong of a build. It just happens to cleanse all of my debuffs, no problem. Huh. It's kind of strong. Alright, 4 wins, 1 loss. Anti-healing. I don't see a good way that they can cleanse, not immediately. But they are cleansing. What am I missing? Oh, crown. God, I do not see that crown a lot of the time. It's fine. 5 wins, 1 loss. 6 wins, 1 loss. I say that, I'm saying it too early. We only put 13 blind. Why? Why did we only put 13? They must have resisted. Why did I only put 13? Oh, because again, I did not even notice that they had this. Normally this character cannot get this. They got that from the Bag of Giving, randomly gave it to them, or a recombobulate, or something weird. Maybe a trade deal. Because only Reaper can craft this potion. Very interesting. So that removed a bunch of the cold and a bunch of the blind. This blocks poison, but I don't really do poison. There might be other things that I'm missing as well. I don't do debuff builds too often, and I don't care enough to learn exactly how they work. I know just enough to get myself into trouble, and that's it. 6 wins, 1 loss. 7 wins. I said this before. We'll see. Falcon plus Rapier. Do they have the Ooh, never mind. They're just going to kill me. They're just straight up going to kill me. Right. So. The thing I mentioned about Rapier is Rapier doesn't care about blind. It actually kind of likes it. Their Rapier is able to hit through the blind. Their Falcon... How is their Falcon able to? Because they're getting the luck from the Rapier. They also do have Super Crown, but Super Crown does not cleanse. Oh, they have Carrots which cleanse. God, I hate doing debuff stuff. I didn't think I would run into anybody that has... Well, no, I thought I'd run into a little bit of debuff cleansing. I'm just not doing enough debuffs. I don't have that snow stick. I'm doing too much with heat, too much with this, not enough with just doing cold and blind. It's like a half debuff, half heat build. If I could be speeding up something with this heat that gave debuffs... I don't have anything that gives debuffs either. Except for this one little dragon. All of my debuffs just come right at the start of the battle, and then after that we don't give any more. Except for whatever debuffs they give me. I give 25% back. This is not the way to build a debuff build. Alright, I'm learning. Where are we at? 5 wins, 2 losses? 6 wins, 2 losses. One of the two. I'm going to say 5 wins, 2 losses. I think we're fine here, but I thought that about 2 of the others, so who knows. They do blind me, which should help. So they're putting blind onto me. Ooh. Alright, so the reason that I thought it would help is if they're removing any of their blind, hopefully I'm putting some back. They did put a lot of poison with just this bow. And the reason they're blinding me is because they have Power of the Moon. So, Moon Armor activates Inflict Blind. Oh, but Moon Shield activates Reflect debuff. So, I cannot put this blind back onto them. That is my problem. Normally, it would be good that they're giving me the blind, but they're also getting the Reflect. So whatever I try to put on them, they just put it back on me. Okay. So, wait, did we just win that one? I think we did. I wasn't paying too much attention. I need to pay more attention. I'm going to say that was 6 wins, 2 losses. Dragons, but they're touching the nest. 3 heal every time those dragons hit. And we can see the little bits of damage that they do to us when they do hit, but they miss a lot. This can hit. I don't think it was the dragons that are hitting. I don't think this can hit 0%, 0%, 0%, 0%, 0%, 0%. This is the only one that could hit. And that's because this one starts with 200% accuracy. 7 wins, 2 losses, I think, for that last one. For this one, who knows? They're trying to build up lots of buffs, so I should hard counter them. But they are cleansing all of my debuffs, so who knows? Ooh, they're doing damage to me. I have heat. How do we not kill? Stamina was so much bigger of an issue than I expected. So the dragons should be good because of the stamina problems. I am not used to fancy fencing rapier having that much stamina problems. But I don't usually build it with heat. Or not this much heat. Weird. Did good damage. What did I say the number was? 7 wins, 2 losses. Final battle. Ooh, poison. But I don't know. I don't kill the guy quick, so who knows? See what happens. They're poisoning themselves because of struggles. I should get to remove a bunch as long as I get a bunch of heat. They don't have that much poison. A little bit. It's me, Tim. So these ones make it so that any items inside of these double the amount of poison that they do. So instead of doing 1 poison, these do 3 because it's under 2. Instead of doing 2 poison, this one does 6 poison? Yeah. So that snake does significant poison. Number is going up. But this'll hit pretty hard. And the dragons hit hard enough. They do have genie lamps for what? What do you have genie lamps for? I don't know why they have genie lamps. Genie lamps confuse me sometimes. I mean, if you got them on sale, they do just give a good number of buffs. They give... God, I cannot speak. I need to sleep. They give luck. They give spikes. They give mana. And this gives luck. Oh, and this gives tons of luck right at the start. And this gives lots of mana. All they need is spikes. The problem is, these weapons are really slow. So why are you trying to lamp a slow weapon? Because it's at least something to do, I guess. Huh. Weird. Yeah, they have a lot of mana, they have a lot of luck. All they need is spikes. It's kind of fair. But, oh, I should have looked at it and seen if... Well, we know their lamp didn't go off. It's too hard to get the lamp to go off with these. There's no way they ever got the spikes they needed. I know it without even checking. I say that, who knows, maybe they did get it. Poison again. There's a lot of poison lately. And a dark saber. It's kind of cool. Okay. This one, actually kind of scary. Falcon Blade works really well with this one because it gives temporary empower for 8 seconds. Oh, but no, it's not scary because I just remove it. So yes, they gain the buffs and then I just take them. They have a lot of regen. I have no idea why they have so much regen. They have so much regen because of White Lily Collar. I have to look at that. Wait, they just destroyed me. What the hell is White Lily Collar doing? Item activates 35% chance to gain luck and regen. Wait. Why are they gaining so much more luck than regen? Just because this, or so much more regen than luck. Just because this is eating all of the luck? I'm very, very, very confused. I want to see their regen. Feels like I'm missing something. 28 and 23, they have 2 of these. Wild. Okay, and let's look at their luck. They gained a crazy amount of luck. They gained 62 luck. Wild. And they used 39 of it, so I did not just remove all of their luck. They used a lot of it. If I go to luck, I gained 42. They actually gained more than I did. And I think that I gained a decent amount with all of this heat. They outscaled me with luck. I removed 19 of theirs, but they got to use 39. Ideally, I would be removing, like, quicker than they can actually make use of it. They were just making it so quick, I couldn't even remove it. Wild. I never really see these get used. Item activates 35% chance to gain both of those buffs. Crazy. Crit chance 100%. 100%. That is kind of cool. Huh. I'm trying to think if I would ever use this. Maybe. Huh. I'm learning new things a little bit. I don't know. I don't know if I would ever use it. The problem is the other two collars are both really good. This feels so niche. It does work well with fancy fencing rapier, though. Something for me to think about a little bit more. So I think overall I lost 3 of those, but I'm not sure. And I don't know how many rounds it was. Not my best build, but I will take it. And for now, that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.